This is Caitlin, Alina, and Claire, and we will be informing you more about the politics and history of India. The time after World War I, but before India's independence in 1947, was a time of conflicts, movement, and growth. The people of India realized their identities and they fought for what they believed in.
Peasants have been mostly ignored and discriminated against for a long time in the society of India, but they soon made a difference to India's history, with their large numbers still able to unite and contribute to particular movements like the Blue Mutiny in 1859 to 1860. Later in the 20th century, the All India Kisan Sabha was created to protect the demand and rights of peasants. They started in Bihar in 1929 with establishment in Lucknow, and they spread their beliefs throughout India.
As you may already know, Mohandas K. Gandhi was the main figurehead connected to nonviolent politics to push back the British from their homeland. In order to do this, Gandhi was able to establish a calm non-cooperation. In this, he worked with other political fighters like Muhammad and Shaukat Ali to add to the Caliphate movement. Laws were passed that people could protest against the British rule peacefully, but as the protest commenced, tragedy struck. In 1990, the Jallianwala Bagh took place. The British soldiers killed more than 300 Indians. Although this massacre took place, Indian spirits were unbroken, and the nonviolent movements continued on.
1929 rolled around, and Gandhi was angered by poverty that spread around the subcontinent. Trying to stop this, Gandhi decided to reduce the cost of salt. Salt was highly taxed and pricey, even though it was a needed ingredient for food to taste better and for a healthy diet. So he established a salt march from the city of Ahmedabad, Gujarat to Dandi. Gandhi marched a 241-mile road to get his own salt. Sarojini Naidu, a female nationalist, also joined him. Many Indians followed Gandhi's leadership, and they also made a march to the ocean to harvest their own salt. However, Gandhi was arrested in civil disobedience movement and was put into jail.
However, not everyone revered and followed Gandhi's ways of nonviolent protest. Others, like Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, did not follow Gandhi's leadership. Instead, he was a Dalit and had a very high intelligence in economics. But due to caste discrimination, he was unable to put his knowledge to work. He turned to politics and instantly saw Gandhi as a threat. He claimed that Dalits would face discrimination because of the caste system. Ambedkar proved to actually be successful for the Dalits by winning electorates. The electorates are people who are entitled to vote in an election.
Later, Muhammad Ali Jinnah became a young leader of the Muslim League through the early 20th century. He spread his powers and influence throughout the country. He changed his plan and decided to create a separate country for Muslims alone. In 1940, Jinnah's Lahore Resolution backed up his claim to create his own Muslim nation in the Punjab and Bengal region. He believed that India is separated between Hindu and Muslim, and that they should be equally treated.
The Indian leaders and political parties reached an agreement upon the election and passed the Government of India Act of 1935. This meant that government duties were given to the Indian representatives, but the colonial state could take that power at any given time. The election consisted of the Congress, the Muslim League, and other parties. The results were, Congress won the election, with the local parties in second and the Muslim League barely getting any votes. The Congress and the Muslim League had a fallout in 1942 when the Muslim League decided to have Indian men serve for the British in World War II. In response, the Congress and Gandhi created the Quit India campaign, which went against the Muslim League's plan. They wanted the British out. Their influence spread especially in Bangalore, Mindapur, Satara, and Talkur. The Muslim League arrested all of the Congress leadership. As the two political parties, the Muslim League and the Congress, had more and more encounters, their relationship turned for the worse. Millions would be wrongly dead due to religion and power struggles. Is it right? Should the country be in the hands of one, the people, or religion? To summarize, India's politics have formed the government and the identity of the people of India. The people who the Congress deemed as insignificant made a difference that changed the future of India. This is only a small but bloody fraction of history. Again, this is Caitlin, Alina, and Claire. Thank you for your time, and we hope you enjoyed.